You look as desperate as me.
You should call the union owned. Talk to a lawyer before you say anything further. Everyone knows you have no intention of... But administratively, you need to be careful because of the racial thing. You see that, right?
I don't see the racial thing, I just see...
I wasn't angry.
him.
I didn't give a shit he was black or whatever. Or maybe I did. How the fuck do you know if that's in your head or if it's not? But you saw the gun. Yeah. He turned toward me. Because you shouted, right? You shouted police and he turned, right?
Did you?
I don't think so. I don't think I said anything. I don't think he did. Tell Lester I'm sorry.
Lester, you're thinking about the fact that you're gonna lose your friend, your colleague, that they're gonna lose you.
Call him. He wants the lawyer to live with. Whenever he's done here, you need to send someone home with him. For tonight, at least, he's a suicide watch.
I think also. I appreciate the fact that they talked about the racial thing. It was not that for him. I don't think so. But I appreciate the fact that the character is wondering, okay, it was not, but maybe it was at the back of my head. Like during that period of time, and even right now, some of these police guys, for sure they have that on mind because into these departments at the television, in fact they are repeating the same racist bullshit again and again. He didn't panic. I thought that it was because he panicked. He didn't panic. He was not afraid. That's what he said. Just saw a guy with a gun and he shot him. But he didn't say that he was from the police. You know, he didn't warn the person. You have to say that you're from the police. It's not okay at all. Oh, the fact that he thought about Lester. Oh yeah, I'm desperate with you.
If this thing should turn into some kind of a black-white thing, you're his unit commander. He can count on you, right?
Because he's black, it's gonna have more power, strength. Thank you for thinking of that right now.
What a clusterfuck. How many years old, boy? 6.5. Pretty much the exact
Oh,
opposite of that
McNulty.
group in there. You want to that guy's jacket?
It could have been you.
8 up. And the rest still to be activated whenever the cellular company gets our subpoenas. So we're looking for what? We're looking for one of these phones to give us a signature on our man and Bodie. And we get a tap up and pray like hell he doesn't throw it away anytime soon. Prez would love this.
He would.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I don't know about nothing except boxing, but that's all I was saying.
Talking to them, directly with them, and with a legal thing, a clean thing. I love that.
Well, the fact is, you're looking to put your gym in the 4th district, so your council person would be Unetta Perkins. Well, since we can't really rely on Miss Perkins, Miss Daniels here will go with you. If you don't mind me asking, Mr. Watkins, why are you doing this? Do you know who Reverend Reed is? Well, the voters in my district do.
It's good connections right there.
Welcome to the Western, guys.
Still there you.
Jesus Christ.
So you helping a wagon, huh?
Fuck yes.
How's that working out for you?
Jimmy, I love this fucking gig. Best thing Rawls ever did for me was to knock me back to a district. No stress, no struggle. I work 8-hour shifts. And really, I couldn't be happier. All those years knocking my head against the wall on homicide, and for what? The same fucking pension which was the heartburn.
Well, I'm glad you landed on your feet, Mike.
That you appreciate your job. I'm glad. Oh, Jimmy, you're wondering about your job.
How about tonight? That'll work. Want me to make a reservation? Alright, whatever. See you then. Bye.
You have your date and it's making you happy.
You in?
Oh, I'm glad.
You got a platform? Schools. Thought I'd be the education man. Well, good luck, homie. I mean it. Thanks, man. We should do that. We. I was thinking.
He wants to go with
Maybe you
you.
would ticket your white ass up with me.
That's
Maybe
not
top the
what
ticket
he
and
has
run
on
you like
mind.
me.
What?
Look at them like roaches when you turn the lights on. What's it look like?
Heaven torso. You got 2 casings over here.
So much for the no violence in Amsterdam theory, huh?
Yes, it's in Amsterdam.
Help me move the body. What? Just up the block, just out of the free zone.
Carver, you lost your fucking mind.
Before the ammo gets here to pronounce it, we can do it. Because if homicide gets here, they do any kind of canvas. They're gonna get wind of the shit on the 6th floor downtown. Good. Hurt, come on.
You know it can be the end of Amsterdam. No. It's not okay.
Fuck those stripes. Fuck them.
You're right, Herc. I'm proud of you for refusing. No.
I'll be first officer at the scene. It's my responsibility.
No, Carver, it's not okay. No. Thank you. I'm proud of you, Dennis.
You say you work with this guy? 3 shots, no warrants. You scared of black people or something? Shit.
Shit's gone too far.
Hey, you telling me?
Nothing is okay with a lot of these situations.
Son?
You're gonna say about Amsterdam. I thought that the other police guy would. I'm proud of you, Herc.
So you ain't gonna say nothing on it?
What does it say?
Avon, this is blood. Family.
Too many things happening into this episode.
Cops just saying this shit to mess with your head. Exactly.
Why? That cop don't know me for shit. What the hell am I to him? That cop said it was someone who didn't want you to know. And so they made it look like it did.
Nobody did nothing.
But the cop said that...
Lying.
Look at Avon in the eyes, please. Directly.
Avon, you were my brother. I need to know this more than anything. He did not wrong us. He came to the edge, but he turned around and walked away for us. But I need to know that you know that. And you saw him that way.
What you trying to say?
Do you know the truth?
If something happened,
The fuck are you even thinking? That I had something to do with it? I could do that to my own kin? Is that what you fucking think?
She can sing that, but she knows that you're hiding something.
I ain't had shit to do with it.
But still, you're hiding something.
to do with what?
Whatever happened. Whatever it is that happened, Brianna.
What do you say?
We found a blood trail going back up the block.
So maybe,
Smeared with drag marks. And they also found a third casing at the other end. The deal is we turn this into a dunker by tomorrow morning, or he starts typing a report for ISD at the deputy office.
fuck me.
No, fuck me.
Fuck all of you! You're lying, you're doing shit!
You didn't move that body, Sergeant. I moved the body. You understand?
Wiretaps. Wrong investigations of violent offenders, that kind of stuff.
Talk about it with more passion, because you truly love your job.
I know. Yeah, I love it.
You didn't vote for president?
I thought about it, yeah, and, Bush seemed way over his head, I know, but they wasn't going to win in Maryland anyhow. Besides, these guys, doesn't matter who you got.
none of them has a clue what's really going on. I mean, where I'm working every day. Hey, it's just me though.
You're not really considering our job, you know, by saying that.
Sharon, who is this kid, man?
Some young boy from Chucky's group.
You connected? Kidding anybody?
Nah.
What do you use a whistle for?
Some nigga in one of Ghost Cane crews laughed at his shoes.
Do it.
What do you need? To turn myself in. For what? Shy boy.
It was a date. Not a good one. I'm sad for you, McNulty, and also because I truly thought that you could be great for each other. That's an interesting picture, what he was looking at. All of these wires! That episode! That was something, this episode, like truly. Oh guys! So many things happened and so many action scenes, big decisions, big moments, but also for the characters, you know, so many big, deep stuff. I don't know where to begin. I want to begin with McNulty because truly, I think that this episode was deep for him, even if he was not involved himself into big stuff, like nothing really big happened directly to him. I think that still for him, inside, it's big. You know, like right there, to insist that much to go on a date with that girl who is really pleasing him at the time when everyone is talking about having a life, a real life for yourself, that your job is not truly your life and shouldn't be your life and is not gonna save you, is not gonna be the thing, you know, which is gonna save you, which is gonna truly mean something for you at the end of the day. I truly hope that you guys, you all understood that into your personal life, that you're not defined by your job, that at the end of everything, you're not your job, and your job is not defining you and is not you, and it's not what it's gonna count for you at the end of your life also. Like for sure it's a big important part of your life and it should be something that you love, and I hope that you love your job, that at least you're happy at your job, even if you don't love it, at least you're happy with it. But no matter what, you have to have a personal life and you should do the distinction between your personal life and your professional life. And right now McNulty is beginning to understand that he has no personal life, not really. Okay, he has his kids, but it's not it. And right there he tried to have a personal life with that date and it didn't go well at all. Even if it was with that girl that he truly appreciates, it's bad. And the fact is that he truly tried. And Prez, the mistake that he made, maybe McNulty could have made it, or just maybe Prez could have shot him, you know, like during that moment I think that McNulty was a little shocked by what happened and thought about it could have been me at the place of Prez, but also at the place of that cop. It was deep what happened for McNulty during this episode, even if nothing really big happened to him. Do you understand what I mean? Prez, what happened? Really, I had to make breaks during this episode because I was so desperate about it, because truly you saw it during all of this time, all of my binge watching of The Wire, the fact that during the first season I couldn't forget and forgive what he did, and I still didn't forget and forgive what he did. I can't. But I believe in 2 second chance, so truly during the first season I hated him because everyone deserves a second chance as long as you want to change, you know, you're showing it, and also you regret what you did. And I was truly bothered by Prez because he wanted to change and he showed it, but he never showed that he regret what he did. And during the first season, I was truly bothered by it, and I couldn't see him on the picture. Like each time that he was talking, I wanted him to shut the fuck up. And you saw it, how mad I was with him. It stayed with me during the entire first season. During the second season, I was more appreciating his work, his presence, you know, into this team, the fact that he was a friend, a real friend for everyone, and the fact that he was staying at the office also, like, I was like, okay, I can deal with you as long as you're staying at this office and I can see your qualities into your work, but also as a human being, okay. And during this third season, I was really beginning to be like, okay, that's it, Prez, you're a part of this team, I'm fully accepting you for who you are, for your job, for everything. You're making a good team with Lester, you're fun sometimes, it's okay. So really when it happened, like, you saw it, I knew that he committed a mistake. I didn't know what was wrong, but I knew that something was wrong. Just because him with a gun into his hand is not made for that. And I'm fully convinced that even out there, you know, into the real world, some cops are made, you know, to stay at the office. No, it's not okay. Like, into one of my old jobs, I don't know if I have to say it like that, I was a journalist. And we had an entire formation about how to protect yourself, you know, during riots and stuff like that. And we learned how to protect ourselves, you know, from people in the riots, you know, citizens, but also about the cops. Because cops, during riots and during a moment like that, during an adrenaline moment, everyone, including cops, can panic, can go wild and stuff like that, because they are human beings and inside of their heads, it switches. I know that, and for me, Prez is one of these cops who is not made to have a gun into his hands, to be into riots, to be into adrenaline moments, because they don't know how to deal with it, like these cops into riots who don't know how to deal with it and who shouldn't be right there. So I knew that something was wrong. He shot a cop. No, not just that. He shot someone without any warning about the fact that he's a cop. He shot someone who is a cop. And the reason why, it was not because he was afraid or anything like that. That was a surprise for me. It was really just a defense thing, like an instinct thing that he shouldn't have because he is a cop. Do you understand what I mean? That's not good at all. It's a big mistake. What I appreciated, you know, during the conversation between Daniels and Prez is the fact that they talked about the racial thing. Was it a racist move to kill that guy just like that, without wondering, committing that mistake and all? I don't think that it was for Prez, but at the same time, the fact that Prez himself is saying maybe it was at the back of my head, I think that it's important, because not only during these days, but also during our days, some cops, even if they're not racist, you know, obviously, you know, out loud and all, they can have that thing at the back of their heads because it's things, you know, which are said into these departments, the police departments, because it's things that they learned during, you know, their formations, maybe because it's things which are out there also in the news, in all of this bullshit stuff. I hate that, but I'm glad that this show is talking about it, is implying it right there with Prez. Prez being the one to say it, it's even more powerful, I think. At the end, you know, is he going to work, or did he think that he could say goodbye to his colleagues? I'm not even sure. That's gonna be rough. And you know, clearly, if he didn't know Valchek, he couldn't have had already the first free card. So this one, I'm not sure that I want him to have that new free card, you know, because it was another big mistake, and at some point people, they deserve a second chance, but at some point you have to be punished for what you did, and you have to take the responsibility of your actions, also really to accept them and to take them. So I'm not sure that I want him to have a new free card, even if I would want him to be back with the team. The fact that he thought about Leicester just like that, you know, like it was something that he has in his mind. Tell Leicester that I'm sorry, like he knew that they were making a good team, that Leicester had a lot of hope, you know, on that kid, on this job, for this job, like, it was bad. Something big also which happened is the fact that everything is okay between Avon and Stringer, and Brianna came to ask the questions and they didn't answer and they continued with that lie, but at the same time she knows that they are lying, and Avon almost admitted it without saying the truth. It's so bad, so bad. Like Carver, who wants to move the body for Amsterdam, you know, to save Amsterdam by loyalty to his chief. That's bad also, but I love Urk, who didn't accept it. I love also that the chief is gonna take the responsibility of it. I love Urk, who is calling the news to say the truth about Amsterdam. Amsterdam is gonna be closed really soon. The fact that Stringer wants to put more men, you know, at Amsterdam, like, really? You're a visionary? Stringer, like, I already knew and I'm already seeing since season that you're a bad leader and that you're taking bad decisions. Really, this entire episode for you guys, it's the beginning of the end of your business, of the partner business. On the legal aspect also, because you gave money and you don't have the results that you should. Like also, Avon doesn't have the results that he should have. To go after Omar, I didn't even talk about that. To go after Omar and his grandma on church morning. He's okay, but he's all by himself, but he still wants his revenge. So many things happened during this episode and so many bad stuff. I can't even remember all of the bad stuff that happened during this episode. Omar, Stringer, and Avon, friends. Their business, you know, going solo, and them acting blind about it, lying to themselves about it, lying to Brianna about the meeting with the bosses, which is not going well. At some point they're gonna get tired of it. Marlo, a fake truth with Marlo, a fake truth with Omar. No, 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 no and no. Please, what happened for you? McNulty, what happened for you on a personal level? Tommy, with his friend, who wants to present himself with you on the ticket, you're saying no, but you're not saying that at some point you're gonna present yourself and that in fact you used your friend just to divide the votes. This episode was big in comparison of the entire season, which was so slow, and I said it at some point, not I was annoyed, but I was getting a little tired of our guys in all sides, you know, turning in circles, you know, not progressing at all, the story not progressing. I knew that it was on purpose because the writers, they needed to put things, you know, at the right place, but for the viewers to see it, it felt a little too much. But right now, during this episode, everything happened at the same time. The beginning of the end of Avon's business, of Stringer's business, of Amsterdam. I have the impression that so many big people, you know, big characters can die so easily and so quickly before the end of this season. Like really, Omar, Avon, Stringer, maybe one of the cops. 3 more episodes to watch to end this season. Now it seems a lot, you know, with everything that happened during this episode. It seems a lot. We can have one of them getting killed in each of these episodes. I'm not gonna talk about the fact that I watched 2 episodes today and in none of them we had put he is alive. They didn't talk about the fact that he was dead. We didn't see him dead, you know, into the morgue and all of that. He is alive. But we didn't see him. I hate you, writers. It's not okay to do that. The only good thing that happened, in fact, in addition of our guys who managed to do the wires, you know, all of that thing, that's cool for them, the only good thing, and it's not even said by the characters, you know, by the story and all, it's me who has that impression. I have the impression that Bugs is getting better. Physically, you know, he looked a little better than, you know, during certain period of time, so I'm not saying that he's clean, but maybe he's a little better. Yes, I'm that desperate to have a good thing to say during this review. Oh, that was great, but that was big. That was a lot. I'm glad, you know, that I'm not watching any more episodes after this one. Okay, so it's all for you and for me for today, so it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine? Crazy.